They say a good referee is one you never notice. Not this World Cup. At the 2026 World Cup, everyone knows the ref's name. Everyone knows the VAR booth. Everyone knows that little screen by the pitch. This tournament, the officials made as much noise as the players. One video check could end a team's whole dream in 30 seconds flat, and millions of fans became sure the whole thing was fixed. So here we go. 15 of the wildest, most controversial calls of the tournament. Buckle up, it's a wild ride. Quick lesson before we start. You need this. VAR can only check 4 things. Was it a goal? Was it a penalty? Wrong player carded? Should it be a straight red? That's it, nothing else. VAR cannot give a yellow card, ever. So when a ref gets called to the screen for a bad tackle, he's stuck. Do nothing or send the guy off. No middle option. Remember that rule. It's about to cause total chaos. Number 1. And we start with the biggest game of all, Spain versus France, the semifinal. First half, Lamine Yamal drops to the ground. Lucas Digne is near him. The ref, Ivan Barton, points straight to the spot. Spain score. Spain never looked back. But replays set France fans on fire because it looked like the ball hit Yamal's own arm first. That should have been a handball against Spain, not a penalty for them. VAR said nothing. The penalty stood. Spain rode it all the way to the final. Sure, there was contact on Yamal, and France were outplayed anyway, but a call like this, sending one team to the final and one team home, people will argue about it for years. Number 2. And here comes that 4-option flaw, wrecking everything already. Bril Embolo's red card. Argentina versus Switzerland, quarterfinal. Right after Switzerland tie the game, the ref books Argentina's Leandro Paredes for a foul on Embolo. VAR looks again. Turns out Embolo dove. He went down before contact. But VAR can't just erase Paredes' yellow quietly. So they use a rare rule, switch the card. Now it's Embolo booked for diving. He already had a yellow. That's a red. Switzerland were flying. Now they're down a man. They lose 3-1. Coach Murat Yakin calls the rule unacceptable. Here's a twist. Embolo really did dive. The call was correct. But this rule almost never gets used. And of course, its first big moment helps the champions in a quarterfinal. Fuel on the fire. Number 3. Same game. Norway versus England, quarterfinal. Torbjørn Hegem slams home a rebound. Norway erupts. But wait, replays show Erling Haaland shoved Elliot Anderson down before the corner even came in. New rule this World Cup. A foul before the ball is even in play can now cancel a goal that follows, if the player stays involved. Officials say Haaland's push counts. Goal wiped out. Corner retaken. Technically, by the book, it's fair. But it opens a scary door. A shove before the ball is even live can now kill a goal seconds later. Where does it end? How many good goals could vanish if refs go hunting for a nudge way back in the build-up? Number 4. This one left football completely and became world news. Folarin Balogun's red card. Round of 32. USA versus Bosnia. Balogun steps on defender Tarek Muharamovic's ankle. Looked like nothing live. Looked awful in slow motion. Mouse experts say yellow max, but the ref goes to the screen. Remember that flaw? Only 2 choices now, nothing or red. He picks red. Then things get crazy. Donald Trump, leader of a host nation, calls FIFA boss Gianni Infantino about the ban, and suddenly a FIFA panel lifts the suspension. Balogun plays the next round. The message is loud and clear. Rules can bend if a powerful man makes one phone call. Compare that to England's Jarell Quansah. Same tournament, red card against Mexico. No favors. 2-game ban, full stop. Same event, 2 totally different outcomes. A tiny leg tangle turned into a red card, then a political scandal, then a worldwide argument about whether the World Cup is for sale. Number 5. This is where the whole conspiracy began. Argentina's opening game versus Algeria. First half, Lionel Messi rakes his studs up Algeria captain Issa Mandi's leg. Pundits call it a clear red. The ref shows yellow. VAR does nothing. Messi stays on. Messi scores a hat trick. Algeria are furious. They file an official complaint to FIFA about that exact tackle. Maybe it wasn't even on purpose. Doesn't matter. The leniency shown to the world's biggest star in Game 1 planted the seed for every Vargentina theory that followed. This is where it all started. Number 6. Maybe the biggest one of all. Egypt versus Argentina, round of 16. The game that convinced millions this tournament was rigged. Egypt are brilliant. Mostafa Mohamed scores to make it 2-0 with a slick counter. VAR steps in. They say Marwan Atiyah fouled Lisandro Martinez in the build-up 20 seconds earlier, nearly 100 yards away. Goal chalked off. Fans ask, if VAR reaches back that far, has any goal ever really been legal? Egypt still make it 2-0 soon after. Then Argentina explode. 3 goals in 13 minutes. Enzo Fernandez seals it late. Egypt's coach, Hossam Hassan, is furious, says they just want Messi to keep playing, says he won't watch another minute of the cup. The real problem? The deep review that killed Egypt's goal never happened for the foul before Argentina's winner. One team got the microscope, one team got the benefit of the doubt. This is the moment the conspiracy became a movement. 6 million people later signed a petition to throw the champions out. Let's pause here. These Argentina calls show the real sickness. VAR was supposed to build trust in the game. Instead, it did the opposite. Now fans hold their breath before celebrating any goal. Former FIFA referee Christina Unkel, working as an analyst this summer, said fan trust is completely gone. She says she's never seen this much anger in her career. A trust machine that destroyed trust. Keep that in mind as we roll on. Number 7. Pure heartbreak. Iran. Final group game against Egypt. 93 minutes gone. Hojai Khalilzadeh scrambles home a goal. It sends Iran, a team nobody expected anything from, into the last 16. He rips off his shirt, the bench empties, a whole country holds its breath. Then VAR draws its lines. Cold, robotic, offside, by a toe, on the very last kick of the World Cup. Nobody can argue the math, it's correct, but it's brutal too. Pure human joy reduced to millimeters, measured by a machine. Right and heartbreaking all at once. Number 8. The most poetic tragedy of the whole tournament. Portugal lead Croatia 2-1 last minute round of 32. Josko Guardiola slams in an equalizer. Total chaos. Players sprint to celebrate. Croatia dream of extra time. Then VAR checks something the cameras never even caught. A sensor chip inside the ball. It picked up the faintest graze off Igor Matanovic's head in the build-up, invisible to human eyes, enough to call Mario Pasalic offside. Goal gone. That call stretches Cristiano Ronaldo's World Cup one game further, and it ends Luka Modric's legendary international career in defeat. 24 years of brilliance, finished by a strand of hair and a computer chip. Correct if you trust the tech. Devastating no matter what. Number 9. One of the wildest storylines of the whole tournament. Cablegate. England trail Norway seconds before halftime in the quarterfinal. Jude Bellingham scores a brilliant equalizer, but Norway are furious. They say goalkeeper Orion Nyland's clearance hit a camera cable, changed direction, and fell right to Elliot Anderson, who started the whole move. Norway's Sander Bedgate calls it ridiculous. FIFA fires back with ball chip data. No spike in the sensor, no contact with any wire, they say. So it's your eyes versus a microchip. Here's the irony. This same chip can detect a single hair on a head, but somehow it can't tell if a ball hit a steel cable? Norway lose 2-1, still convinced a camera wire cost them the game. Number 10. A gut punch elimination. Belgium versus Senegal, round of 32, deep in extra time, heading toward penalties. Yuri Tielemans goes down in the box. Ref Said Martinez waves play on, nothing to see. Then a long VAR review drags him to the screen. After several replays, they call the faintest touch from Lamine Camara. Penalty. Tielemans buries it. Belgium complete a stunning comeback from 2 goals down to win 3-2. Senegal are out. A team that fought back to force penalties instead goes home on a touch you can barely see even in slow motion. That kind of exit stays with fans for years. Number 11. This one could have changed the whole group. England versus Ghana, group stage. a dull, scoreless kind of game. Prince Adu looks clearly taken down in the box by Ezri Konsa's wild challenge, the exact kind of foul that's a penalty 9 times out of 10. Ref Said Martinez waves it away, no hesitation. VAR says nothing, doesn't even check. It's hard to call this anything but a clear mistake. And it mattered. If Ghana scored that penalty, the whole group could look completely different. Different teams through, different teams home. Sometimes the penalty VAR doesn't give matters just as much as the ones it does. Number 12, another missed penalty. France versus Senegal, group stage. Kylian Mbappe goes down under Sadio Mane's missed time challenge. Looks like a clear penalty to most eyes. Ref Ali Reza Fagani says no. VAR actually tells him to go check. Rare move. Fagani studies it and somehow decides Mbappe caused the contact himself. Almost nobody watching agrees with that. France went easily anyway, so it never blows up into a bigger story. But it was one of the tournament's first head-scratchers, an early warning sign of the confusion still to come. Number 13, a whole pile of England penalty drama. Round of 16 versus DR Congo. Harry Kane breaks clear. Goalkeeper Lionel Mpasi slides in, makes contact, Kane goes down. Ref Adam McCadmy waves it off, basically accuses Kane of diving. Doesn't even book him for it though. VAR checks, VAR shrugs. Almost everyone watching calls it a stone-cold penalty. It didn't stop there. Quarterfinal versus Norway. Jet Spence gets a penalty. Then Clement Turpin goes to the screen and takes it back. Given, taken away, checked, overturned. England spent this whole tournament on a penalty roller coaster, and that back and forth points to the real problem here. Football's magic is the moment. Ball hits net, a billion people jump up at once, strangers hug, pure joy. VAR kills that. Now the ball hits the net and you freeze. You watch the ref, you wait for the earpiece. Only then do you let yourself feel anything, and even then it's watered down. More and more people say just grab it, take the odd bad call, keep the game's soul alive. When a system built to fix football makes this many people want it gone, something's badly broken. Back to the list. Number 14, Brazil versus Scotland, group stage. Scotland's Jack Hendry fumbles the ball. Big mistake. Vinicius Jr. pounces, steals it, slots it into an empty net. Sharp, clean striker's instinct. VAR cancels it, says Vinicius fouled Hendry while nicking the ball. The contact looked tiny, the kind you see ignored 20 times a game. Even BBC analyst Darren Cann admits Scotland got a bit lucky here. Vinicius argues furiously with the officials. Can't believe it. Brazil still win 3-0 and top the group, so it barely matters in the end. But it was an early sign of a theme all summer. Goals wiped out for contact you need a microscope to find. Number 15, closing out our list. Germany versus Paraguay, round of 32. Deep in extra time. Jonathan Tah heads Germany in front, 2-1, set to send the 4-time champions through. Celebrations everywhere, relief on the German bench. Then VAR steps in, says Waldemar Anton blocked Paraguay's keeper Orlando Gil in the buildup. Keeper barely touched. Goal wiped off the board. Pundits and Germany's own staff are adamant the contact was nothing. The keeper went looking for it. Then it gets even crueler. The game goes to penalties, and Ta, the very man whose goal got cancelled, steps up and blasts his penalty over the bar. Germany are out. One of the great World Cup shocks. From hero to villain in minutes, all because of one soft VAR call and a keeper who fell easily. A perfectly baffling way to end 15 decisions that turned a beautiful tournament into a month-long courtroom. So, that's the list. Now the circus rolls on to one last act. Sunday, Argentina versus Spain, the biggest prize in the sport. So here's the only question left, the one we've asked all tournament. Will Argentina get the lucky bounce one more time? We'll find out soon enough.